Good morning, students. Myself, Dr. Santosh Kumar Chaudhary, editor in chemistry. In class number 3, in the chapter of aldehyde, ketone, and carboxylic acid, we will discuss about some method of preparation of aldehyde and ketone. The aldehyde and ketone can be prepared from alcohols, carboxylic acids, acid chloride, alkane nitriles or alkyl cyanides, and we discuss the method of preparation of aldehyde ketone from Grignard reagent. The Grignard reagent is RMGS. When the Grignard reagent react with HCN, hydrogen cyanide or hydrocyanic acid, which upon hydrolysis gives a aldehyde other than formaldehyde. When Grignard reagent react with a alkane nitriles, it gives a ketone. And today we discuss some other method of preparation of aldehyde ketone, that is from preparation of aldehyde ketone from alkyne and from alkene and we will discuss some physical and chemical properties of aldehyde and ketones. Okay, students, we will discuss this preparation of aldehyde ketone from alkyne. You already know the alkyne undergo the hydrolysis. Hydrolysis means addition of water. So the alkyne means the hydrocarbon possesses carbon-carbon triple bond, which on hydrolysis means addition of water, and this hydrolysis is carried out in presence of mercuric sulfate and dilute sulfuric acid at 6 degrees. So this is one type of nucleophilic addition reaction. Generally, alkyne shows electrophilic addition reaction, but this one shows nucleophilic addition reaction due to the presence of a heavy metal ion, that is Hg2+. And during the electrophilic addition reaction, the alkyne can add 2 molecules of addendum, but in this case only 1 molecule of addendum, means 1 molecule of water is added. So when the water is added, the pi bond get break here, this side is OH, this side is H, and result to gives COH double bond C, and this is double bond CH, and this is called enol. En means double bond, OR means OH, enol, and this is on tautomerides. What is tautomeride? This H will migrate here CH2, this is gives you double bond. So it tautomerides to give, that is C double bond CH2. This is your carbonyl group compounds. It may be either aldehyde or a ketone. Suppose if you take that is your acetylene on hydrolysis in presence of mercuric sulfate, dilute sulfuric acid at 60 degrees C. The water molecule is added here added to triple bond. So it gives you CH2 double bond CHOH. See, this bond is break here H, this side OH. So this becomes CH2 double bond CHOH. And this is called enol form, and this is tautomerides. What will you tautomerides? This H will come to this one, and this double bond goes to here. It became CS3 C double bond O H. This is your acetaldehyde, and this is your ethyl, or what you call acetylene, or you can say this is your ethyl and this is your ethanol. Mind it, only acetylene hydrolysis gives an aldehyde, that is acetaldehyde, not any other alkyne. The other alkyne does not give aldehyde, rather they gives always a ketone. Only acetaldehyde can give you what? Aldehyde. Suppose you take another alkyne. Suppose the another alkyne you take propyne. CS3 C triple bond C. This is called propyne. To the propyne you add a molecule of water in presence of mercuric sulfate, dilute sulfuric acid at about 60 degrees C. It can add a molecule of water. During addition of water, it can follow the Markovnikov rule because the unsymmetrical. So during addition this water molecule, this side is OH, this side is H. So this gives you CH3 C OH double bond CH2, which gives tautomerides. But this H comes here, it became CH3 C double bond O CH3. This is your acetone. So only acetylene gives an acetaldehyde. Other alkynes, whether alkyne 1 or alkyne 2, whatever may be, it always gives a ketone. Okay, students? Are you clear this? So, suppose you take which upon hydrolysis. What is the name of this compound? 1, 2, 3, 4. That is 4-methyl pent 2-YNE. This is an hydrolysis. You see, this part will converted into CO and CH2. This became CH3 CH, CH3 C double bond O, CH2 CH3. What is the name of this compound? This compound is 2-methyl pentane 2-ON. Okay, students, this is the method of preparation of aldehyde and ketone from alkyne. That is alkyne and hydrolysis in presence of a heavy metal ion like Cu2 plus, or you take Hg2 plus, that hydrolyzed to give what? The corresponding aldehyde or ketone. Only acetylene gives you aldehyde. Other R gives you ketones. Next come to how can you prepare the aldehyde ketone from alkane. So next is your from alkane. So you know alkene containing carbon-carbon double bond. The alkene converted to carbonyl group by the process called ozonolysis. That is, whether you write reductive ozonolysis. Ozone means O3. Ozonolysis. Lysis means break. Lysis means break. That is breaking up this. The two, breaking up the double bond between carbon and carbon atom. That is the double bond of the alkene. Double bond between carbon of the alkene get a break by the action of ozone. I think you know the ozonolysis in our alkene chapter. So in ozonolysis, when taking place in presence of zinc dust and water, that is called reductive ozonolysis, and this bond is break here, O. This became a mixture of the two carbonyl group compounds, plus it became Zn. These are the carbonyl group compound, which may be aldehyde, which may be ketone. That depends upon if it is H, this is aldehyde. If it is this is called ketone. That means the branched chain alkene gives a ketone. The straight chain alkene gives an aldehyde, mixture of aldehydes. Let us do some examples. So suppose if you take CH2 double bond CH2, this is your ethene. This ethene react with ozone, that is in presence of zinc dust and water. This bond get break here. This side gives you a mixture of two molecules. That is CH2O. You see, this is CH2O. And this is CH2O, this is CH2O. That's why it gives two molecules of HCHO. That is called methanol plus zinc oxide. Suppose if you take propene and reductive ozonolysis, what will happen? The bond is breaking here. Here the bond is break. This side O, this side O. This becomes CH3CHO. Okay, CH3CHO. By breaking the bond, this side O plus HCH. It gives the mixture of ethanol and what this is called methanol. Suppose you take isobutylene or isobutene. So what is isobutene? CH3, C, CH3, double bond, CH2. This is called 2-methyl propene. This is an ozonolysis in presence of zinc dust and water. The bond is break here. The double bond is cleavage here. This side O, this side O. So this gives you CH3, C double bond O, CH3 plus HCHO. So this is what it. This is called your acetone or propanone. This is your formaldehyde, or you can say this is your methanol. Okay, in this way you can prepare the aldehyde and ketone from alkene. During the ozonolysis of alkene, the carbon-carbon double bond get break. Okay, suppose I will give a question. Suppose the alkene, the molecular formula alkene is C5H10. This is on reductive ozonolysis. It gives the mixture of acetone plus acetaldehyde. Our question is, name this, name the alkene. What is acetone? To write the acetone like this: CH3, C, CH3, double bond O. What is acetaldehyde? Double bond C, CH3, H. That's CH3, CHO. So during the ozonolysis, these oxygen are added here. So when you remove this, you can give the structure of alkene. The structure of alkene became what? That is CH3, C, CH3, double bond CH, CH3, C, CH3, double bond CH, CH3. And this ozonolysis gives you that product. This is called your 2-methyl but 2 here. We identify. Okay, suppose I give some question to you. So suppose this is given, alkene is given to you, CH3, CH, CH3, CH, double bond, CH2, CH, CH3. This is some reductive ozonolysis, that is ozone in presence of zinc dust and H2O, it gives A plus B. A on reduction with lithium aluminum hydride, it gives C. And this is on reduction, this is on oxidation, it gives D. D when heated in presence of calcium hydroxide, it gives E. It gives E. Identify A, B, C. Okay, again you can elaborate this question. This is when treated with concentrated sulfuric acid, it gives F. F on reduction with hydrogen and nickel, it gives G. So we can identify what is A, B, C, D. You see, A is what we give here, CHO, this becomes CHO. That is A is CH3, CH, CH3, CHO. And B is CH3, CHO. And B on oxidation gives acetic acid. Acetic acid when heated with what? Calcium hydroxide, it gives acetone. E is what? Acetone. D is what? Acetic acid. B is what? Acetaldehyde. Now come to what A on reduction, the aldehyde will reduce to CHO will reduce to CH2OH. That being a C is CH3, CH, CH3, this group becomes CH2OH. Primary alcohol, CH2OH. And this is a dehydration, gives an alkene. That is, it gives alkene, that is 2-methyl propene, which on reduction gives you alkene. Try to do it. Okay, students, these are the some property method of preparation of aldehyde ketone from your alkene and alkyne. Let us do some properties, that is your properties of carbonyl group compound. First come to the physical properties. In physical property, you study the physical state. Physical state, that is formaldehyde is a gas. Other lower member aldehyde and ketones are liquid, or is a volatile liquid with characteristics order, and higher members are wax like solid. So formaldehyde is a gas, while other aldehydes higher members are liquid until higher members are solid. And the lower member ketone is acetone. The lower member ketone is acetone. Acetone is a volatile liquid with characteristic order. You know, acetone means your nail polish remover. Okay? And it has some present or characteristics order. When the molecular mass of the ketone increases, the physical state changes liquid to wax like solid. Second come to solubility. The aldehyde ketone possesses carbonyl group and it is polar. As it is polar, they are soluble in water. That is slightly soluble, sparingly soluble in water. What is lower members of aldehyde ketone is soluble in water. What about the higher members? In a higher members containing a more bulky alkyl group, that's called the alkyl groups are hydrophobic groups. Due to the presence of the hydrophobic groups, the solubility of aldehyde ketone in water decreases. Generally, the formaldehyde soluble in water, stevia soluble in water, acetone are soluble in water. Okay, students, do you know the formaldehyde soluble in water? Because the lower member of aldehyde, and the 40% aqueous solution of formaldehyde is known as formalin. Is known as what? Formalin. What is formalin? Formalin nothing but the 40% aqueous solution of formaldehyde. That's called what? Formalin. And this formalin, what is the use of this formalin? This is used to preserve the biological specimen in the laboratory. In your zoology laboratory, the biological specimen is preserved under the formalin solution. And the formalin solution also used as an antiseptic or disinfectant agent. And you know, in the laboratory generally, the glass apparatus is dehydrated. Means the last trace of water can be removed by adding acetone. Because acetone has affinity towards the water and it can evaporate easily. So, as the aldehyde ketone is polar in nature, that's why the lower member aldehyde ketones are soluble in water. And the higher members means which contain more and more numbers of bulky alkyl group, the solubility of these aldehyde ketone gradually decreases. Because the hydrophobic group is heading towards the water molecule. That's why the higher member aldehyde ketones are insoluble in water. For example, if you take a benzaldehyde, means C6H5CHO, and the benzaldehyde is sparingly soluble in water, not readily soluble, due to the bulky phenyl group present in your benzaldehyde. Okay, students. Next come to the solubility. Next come to melting point and boiling point. So, third physical properties is your melting point and boiling point. When we consider boiling point, the boiling point of alcohol is greater than aldehyde, is greater than alkane. That means comparable molecular mass. Why the alcohol has more boiling point than the aldehyde than the ketone? Because the alcohol associated with hydrogen bond and aldehyde associated with polar nature. But which polar nature? The carbon group polar in nature, and totally this one is non-polar. So alcohol has more boiling point than the aldehyde than the ketone. When you compare the boiling point of aldehyde and ketone, the boiling point of aldehyde is more than the ketone, because the carbonyl group in the aldehyde is somewhat more polar as compared to the polarity the carbonyl group in your ketone. Can you say what about some in case of ethyl and aldehyde or ketone? In case of ethyl and aldehyde, the aldehydes or ketones possesses more boiling point than the ethyl with comparable molecular mass, because aldehyde and ketone possesses carbonyl group, but such group polarity is not in case of ethyl, ROR. That means the carbon oxygen bond is not so polar. That's why ethyl possesses less boiling point as compared to alcohol. In case of what about the melting point? In melting point, the aldehyde possesses higher melting point than the ketone, and the melting point of aldehyde and ketone increases with increased their molecular mass. Okay, students, these are all about the some physical properties of carbonyl compound, that is aldehyde and ketone. And have you remember what is formalin? What is the use of this formalin? One more question: what is formalin? The formalin is 40% aqueous solution of formaldehyde is called formalin. You know, mind it, formaldehyde is a gas, and the gas is dissolved in water, which gives a 40% solution. That 40% solution is known as formalin, and the formalin is mainly used to preserve the biological specimen. It also used as a antiseptic or disinfectant agent. Okay, students, and now come to the chemical properties. Chemical properties. The chemical properties of aldehyde and ketone due to the presence of carbonyl. So the aldehyde and ketone almost possesses same chemical properties. Almost. Very few reactions are different, but almost possesses the same chemical properties due to presence of the carbonyl group, that is your C double bond O. This is your carbonyl. So next question arises, what type of reaction shown by carbonyl group? The carbonyl group, what is carbonyl group? What is carbonyl group? That is C double bond O is called carbonyl group. In carbonyl group, oxygen is more electronegativity than the carbon, by which the pi electron is more towards this oxygen and less towards the carbon. As a result, the carbon atom possesses partially positive charge, and the oxygen atom possesses partially negative charge. That's why the carbonyl group is polar in nature. And what hybridization? The hybridization of this one is sp2 hybridization, and the structure is trigonal planar structure. You know, any molecule possesses the pi bond, means unsaturated, it undergoes it undergoes the addition reaction. So, the carbonyl group possesses carbon oxygen double bond. So, the carbonyl group compound undergoes the addition reaction. What is the addition reaction? The addendum will add across this pi bond. That's the addition reaction. Okay, next question, what type of addition reaction shown by the carbonyl group compound? The carbonyl group compounds shows the nucleophilic addition reaction, that is ADN. Why it shows nuclear addition reaction? Because the reaction initiated by a nucleophile. That means the reaction initiated by a nucleophile. Nucleophile means what carrying what charge? The negative charge. And the negatively charged nucleophile will attack to this positively charged carbon atom of the carbonyl group to form a reaction intermediate in which the the oxygen atom possesses the negative charge. After the formation of intermediate, then the electrophilic part of the addendum will add to the oxygen to form the addition. That means the nucleophilic addition reaction, it gives two-step reaction. First step, attack of the nucleophile. Second step, attack of the electrophile. Okay, students, let us see how the reaction is taking place. So this is your carbonyl group compound. In this carbonyl group compound, this is fractional negative, this is fractional positive, plus this is your addendum. The addendum consists of a electrophilic part and nucleophilic part. The electrophilic part having positive charge, nucleophilic part is a negative part, and it's a trigonal planar structure. So this nucleophile will attack to this carbon atom below the plane or above the plane to form a reaction intermediate. The reaction intermediate is, this is a what step? Slow step, that is C Nu, this is your O minus. When you attack here, this electron comes to this side. And this is called reaction intermediate. Reaction intermediate. After the formation of the reaction intermediate, the electrophilic part, this is what is it? E, the electrophilic part will attack to here to form the addition mixture, that is N. And the addition product it must be racemic mixture. That is, it possesses equal amount of D form and equal amount of L form because it has a trigonal planar structure. The nucleophile will attack this carbon atom, opposite carbon atom, above the plane or below the plane. That's why it gives a two structures. One nucleophile above side of the carbon atom, and another structure the nucleophile is below the carbon atom. That's why it always gives you what mixture? Racemic mixture. Okay, students, this is the how the addition reaction is taking place in a carbonyl group compound, and such reaction always shown in your aldehyde and ketone. So there may be a question arises in your mind, sir, you are starting with nucleophile, why not you start with the electrophile? Suppose the electrophile attack to the negatively charged oxygen atom. Suppose I will give the mechanism in this way also. So this oxygen, now this will attack here. What will happen? Suppose it will form COE and this is carrying what charge? Positive charge. Again, this nucleophile will attack here, it gives you same product. But this is not true. Because you see, this is intermediate, more electron oxygen atom carrying what charge? Negative charge, that's more stable, but carbon somewhat more electronegativity or more non-metal, and a more electronegativity means carbon possesses positive charge, having a OE group, having oxygen atom, is unstable. This intermediate is your what? This is your unstable. That's why this mechanism is not possible. Hence, we can say the aldehyde ketone always shows the nucleophilic addition reaction. The reaction initiated by a nucleophile. That means the nucleophile will of the addendum attack to the positively charged carbon atom of the carbonyl group. Okay. Now, the question is between aldehyde and ketone, which will be more reactive or equal reactive? Between aldehyde and ketone, which is more reactive? Which is either aldehyde is more reactive or ketone is more reactive? How can you explain which is more reactive? You know, the reactivity depends on the attack of the nucleophile with positively charged carbon atom. If this carbon atom, this carbon group is more positive, then reactivity will be more. If the carbon atom possesses less positive, the nucleophile will not attack so easily. So the carbon atom possesses the positive charge depends upon the what type of group bonded to here. If this carbon group bonded with the electron donating group, If the carbonyl group is bonded with the electron donating group, means we can provide or facilitate, which can donate the electron to the carbon atom, the positive charge of the carbon atom decreases. When the positive charge of the carbon atom in the carbonyl group decreases, the nucleophile will not attack so easily. When the nucleophile not attack so easily, the reactivity decreases. Suppose I will compare, this is your formaldehyde, this is your aldehyde other than the formaldehyde, and this is your C6H5 C11OH. This is your benzaldehyde, and this is your as compared to hydrogen, the alkyl groups are electron donating group. Between these two, this carbonyl group contains formaldehyde two hydrogen atoms. And the hydrogen atoms neither electron donating group or electron accepting group. That's why this carbon atom, carbonyl group carbon atom was more positive charge, and if it is more positive charge, the nucleophile attack easily. That's why formaldehyde is more reactive than aldehyde. In case of aldehyde, the aldehyde possesses aldehyde possesses an alkyl group. And the alkyl group is electron donating group. What you say, this is plus side effect group. What is group? Plus side effect group. That's why the positive charge caused by this carbon atom is less as compared to this one, as compared to the carbon atom in the formaldehyde. That's why formaldehyde is more reactive than any other aldehyde. Or now come to the aldehyde and the benzaldehyde. In benzaldehyde, it contains a phenyl group, and previnyl group have a power to donate electron by resonance. Means this can provide more electron to this carbon atom by resonance, by which this part will carry the positive charge and this is no charge. If the carbon atom of carbon group does not possess positive charge, the nucleophile will not attack so easily. That's why benzaldehyde is less reactive than any other aliphatic aldehyde. Now come to the whatever is ketone. In ketone, this is a alkyl group plus aliphatic group. This is another alkyl group, and these groups are provide the electron to the carbon atom of the carbonyl group. As a result, that carbon atom possesses less positive charge. That's why ketones are less reactive as compared to any other aldehyde. Hence, we can say, you conclude that the aldehydes are more reactive than the ketones, because the ketone has that is aldehydes are more reactive than the ketone, because ketone has two numbers of plus side effect alkyl group. As it possesses two numbers of plus side effect alkyl group, the carbon atom of the carbonyl group does not possess more positive charge. As a result, the nucleophile will not attack to the carbon atom. Another factor, there is some steric hindrance. Steric hindrance means due to the bulkiness of the alkyl group are present around the carbon atom of the carbonyl group. That is, see double bond O, this is a bulky group and this is another bulky group. Due to the presence of bulky group, the nucleophile is not get a chance to attack here, because the movement or attack of the nucleophile to the carbon atom is protected due to the bulkiness of the alkyl. That's why the aldehydes are more reactive than the ketone, or ketones are less reactive than the aldehyde. Okay, students, so this is the reactivity of the aldehyde and ketone. Now, what type of reaction shown by the aldehyde and ketone? And aldehyde ketone possesses the carbonyl group. The carbonyl group compound shows nucleophilic addition reaction. The addition reaction, the addendum are it can add a molecule HCN. It can add the aldehyde ketone add with sodium bisulfite. It can add with Grignard reagent RMGX. It shows the addition reaction with ammonia. It can add with derivative of ammonia. During this addition reaction, you keep your mind these are the polar addendum contain two part, positive part and negative part. That is electrophilic part and the nucleophilic part, and the nucleophilic part added here. This is nucleophilic part, this is your electrophilic part. This gives you compound like this. That means the aldehyde ketone always shows nucleophilic addition reaction. Okay, students, today this month we will discuss thoroughly the addition reaction of carbon group this month, and of HCN, sodium bisulfite, Grignard reagent, ammonia, and derivative of. Okay, students, today we will discuss the method of preparation of aldehyde and ketone from alkyne and alkene. The alkyne and hydrolysis and gives the aldehyde and ketone, and only the acetylene means ethine gives an aldehyde, that's ethanol, while other alkynes always gives a ketone. Similarly, the alkene on ozone laces means reductive ozone laces, it gives the mixture of carbonyl group compound. What is a mixture carbonyl compound? The carbonyl compounds are formed by the breaking of the carbon-carbon double bond of the alkene. So during the ozone laces, the carbon-carbon double bond get break, and this side one oxygen, that side is oxygen, and zinc is there, that became a zinc oxide. There are three oxygen in ozone molecule. One oxygen, one carbonyl group, another oxygen, another carbon group, another oxygen atom is to zinc, that gives zinc oxide. Unbranched alkene always give the mixture of aldehyde, whereas branched chain alkene gives a ketone. Okay, we will discuss about some physical properties of aldehyde ketone. In physical properties, the lower member aldehyde, that is formaldehyde, is a gas, while other aldehyde ketones are liquid, when till higher members are what? Solids. Aldehyde ketones are polar in nature due to the polar of the carbonyl group. Due to polar nature, the aldehyde ketone are soluble in polar solvent like water. 40% aqueous solution of formaldehyde is known as formalin, and formalin is used to preserve the biological specimen in the laboratory. And the acetone is also used for dehydrate the glass apparatus in the laboratory, because the acetone has more affinity towards water due to the polarity of the carbonyl. As the molecular mass of the aldehyde ketone increases, the solubility is gradually decreases, because the hydrophobic part in the aldehyde ketone increases. Means the alkyl groups are increases. The melting point, boiling point of aldehyde and ketones, that the aldehyde possesses a higher melting point, boiling point than the ketone. As compared to alcohol, the alcohols have more melting point or more boiling point as compared to aldehyde, because in alcohol there exists a intermolecular hydrogen bond, but not in case of aldehyde or ketone. And finally, we discuss what type of reaction can show or undergoes the carbonyl group compound are present in aldehyde ketone. The carbonyl group compound always shows nucleophilic addition reaction. It shows the addition reaction means due to presence of carbon oxygen double. And it shows the nucleophilic addition reaction means the reaction initiated by a nucleophile, and the nucleophile will attack to the positively charged carbon atom as a result to form a anionic intermediate, that is the negative charge possessed by the oxygen atom, that is more stable or stable. And after the formation of anionic intermediate, the electrophilic part will attack to form the corresponding addition compound. We have discussed the reactivity order of aldehyde ketone. The reactivity order of aldehyde ketone depends upon the depending upon the nucleophile attack to the positively charged carbon atom. The carbon atom of the carbonyl group, which possesses more and more positive, which can facilitate to attack the nucleophile. So, among the aldehyde, the formaldehyde is a more reactive towards nucleophilic addition reaction as compared to any other aldehyde as compared to benzaldehyde. When you compare the reactivity of aldehyde and a ketone, you know ketone possesses two alkyl groups, and alkyl groups are electron donating groups. As the electron donating group are present in the two numbers of electron donating group present in our ketone, and the carbon atom of the carbonyl group does not have sufficiently positive charge. As a result, the nucleophile is not attacked so easily. The aldehydes or the ketones are less reactive than the aldehyde due to presence of two alkyl group, and another factor is your steric factor. Okay, students, today this much. Thank you.